guys, welcome back. This is my boy again, Adamslink. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day, wherever you are, job, wherever, if you are sleeping or doing an entanglement currently. I hope you're having a wonderful time. So, firstly, let's talk about, let's just play around a little. And so let's follow up with what Davido was going through the other day. I already made a video about that yesterday of how his son was himself was being insulted by a fan who is allegedly Wizkid fan, and the way Davido was defending and trying to respond. This is not the first time Davido has been blasted. In fact, all celebrities have their own share of being talked to by fans anyhow they like. But Davido, particularly, his own is quite much. But I think for me, if he keeps keeping quiet, I think is the best answer. But a lot of people know Davido like to respond to things. There's something things you're going to prick him with. He will respond to it. So he responded to this guy yesterday and he threatened this guy, said, if I catch you, your own don't finish. And he even said, dead man walking. That is a straight attack. That is a straight threat. Though some people close to Madi, who was the alleged Wizkid fan, who was calling out Davido, talking to his son, his Chioma, saying Peruzzi is the real father of Chioma's son, not Davido. Well, that is really, really insulting. Do you need Davido to give you any DNA proof? Who are you? Davido don't need to give you any goddamn DNA proof. Why are you saying that to a man over his son? His son will grow up tomorrow and be like, Dad, why are people saying Peruzzi is my father? And meanwhile, all those things are a bunch of lies. Well, Davido was pissed and he responded. Peruzzi also responded, saying that this guy, they catch him. And people who are close to Madi, that's the guy's name, said, if anything happened to Madi, we're going to hold Davido responsible. So that's the whole scenario yesterday. So now, some people will have a reaction to it. Firstly, let me read what this guy said about the whole issue. His name is Oloyi. He said, very irresponsible of Davido. You are a celebrity. Some things come with the territory. Your position comes with benefit and disadvantages. A disadvantage is that people will try to drag you to appease their own side. You don't threaten people because they said unkind things about you, especially in the way he did. Your kids are not scared cow. And the only lesson they will take away from this is that they are right to harm people if those people say things they don't like. It's a false sense of superiority. It's wrong to bring personal life to public figures into bait. The response to it is not letting all hell loose on the offender. It cost Davido zero to ignore. People will not respect him less. You are a world famous artist, not some street lord. You have nothing to prove. This is not to absolve the offender, but to whom much is given, much is expected. We have famous people to a higher standard. We hold famous people to a higher standard, and for good reason. They set example for many people, whether they realize it or not. Publicly putting a target on someone because they insulted you, I am not sure is the best use of your platform. The only thing it has successfully done is give the offender more gas, and it could spiral out of control very fast because the sitting dog may not be a sitting dog at all. Some overzealous fans may decide to carry out the threat so they can please their God. Yeah. What happens if they themselves happen to get seriously hurt in the process? A spiral out of control very fast. Irresponsible use of your platform. Very irresponsible. So do you guys are kind of like accept or support what this guy is saying about Davido, that Davido do not need to react to everything. But Davido is a human being. When can he say enough is enough? Someone like Beyonce, I think artists will learn from someone like Beyonce. And there are some few artists there, even like you talk tonight to tomorrow, you will not hear shishi from there. And that's why people are telling Davido now to learn from Wizkid. Can you imagine? That's one of the things Davido do not like to hear. Learning from Wizkid. Wizkid and Davido are not enemies. They are good friends. They hugged the other day. So this lady said, David himself need to grow up. Why engaging a low life and giving them visibility? Learn from Wizkid. It's not respond to that stupid, he will not respond to that Madi, no matter what. You only take insult to elite serious at the level, and you still need not respond. Learn from Davido. Sorry, learn from Whiskey. That is the whole thing. Learn from Wizkid on how to keep your mouth shut. Learn from Wizkid on how to control your emotion. Learn from Wizkid on how to do this. But when can a man say enough is enough for this kind of insult? You are telling me learn from Wizkid. Wizkid will not respond. Learn from this. Wizkid will not respond. Come on, man. Enough is enough now. Huh? Well, though Davido has something to learn from Wizkid. But let us be completely honest. In our opinion, Wizkid also have a lot of things to learn from Davido as well. So check this out. This person said, Wizkid got bigger than Banking W. Cause Banky did his best for him. If them treat him as if they do Terry, if for still dey studio dey hustle, your fab is a bad manager and boss. Wizkid is a bad manager and boss, says this man, because he couldn't even manage Terry, who is under him well. Terry has not blown. It's not as if Terry is not talented, just as a lot of people will say. They will say Terry is talented, but Terry has not blown because of bad management, because of management that do not really care about what he has to say. Terry is under Wizkid. Terry is Wizkid's artist. You know, usually when you are someone, all those big artists, when you are under them, you are aspire to grow. You understand? But it seems as if I'm not the one saying it. Davido is better manager than Whiskey, according to their fans. Why is it that also like I'm just summarizing everything. Someone also said Whiskey, Davido is a better father than Whiskey because Davido is always there for his kids, always show up. But Wizkid is somebody that won't even show up during his first son's wedding. You know, this life, a person not a complete finish. I'm not saying what Wizkid is doing is bad to Wizkid fans, but just trying to, to share more light about the whole thing and everything, guys. Just share more light about it. Just giving an update. And Israel recently updated his profile after performing at O2 Arena. Well, that actually good for Israel. He wanted to, for those of you who don't recall, Israel opened for Davido. So someone also said, how come Israel opened for Davido? Israel from Benin, who has not even released any song, has opened for Davido at O2 Arena. But Terry, who has been singing, has not opened for Wizkid at O2 Arena. But Wizkid brought out Terry in 2019. Don't forget that too. But Wizkid should be bringing out Terry all the goddamn time. That is what people are saying. Then Israel wrote, he said, personal logistic manager, BA in studies and diplomacy, diplomat, London O2 Arena performing artist. Crazy. Crazy, man. Then I checked this story. I don't know how true this is. This guy said, I entered 9 bus one day from Abuja. When we got to Ore, armed robber came out of nowhere and attacked all the vehicles around us. I brought out my speaker and started playing Made in Lagos album. They had blessed playing. They shouted, cold mineral, cold pure water. Then said, "Una sabi person," and zoom off. People called it luck, but I called it Made in Lagos blessing. We jammed Made in Lagos till we reach our destination untouched. So that is how Wizkid Made in Lagos saved some road users from the hands of armed robbers because they were playing Blessed by Wizkid, featuring one of Bob Marley's song. Man, I'm feeling blessed now. Since tonight, oh my God, we get John Day. Something like that, guys. You know what I mean? So, just to move forward, have you ever seen a deflated boots before? Yeah, I saw that in a video. I'm not going to post this video because of YouTube rules and regulation, but deflated boobs. You know that boobs that surgically implanted into you. Well, a lady's home deflated recently, and he made it popular, like he made it public, share it all over. The people were then coming from someone like Nina. Nina also had former baby Nigerian Nina also had some surgery done on her boat to make it bigger, which her husband supported, though there's nothing wrong with that if your husband supports. Then this is what she said, because people were saying that, okay, now this girl boobs don't deflate, your own too goes to deflate. Then she decided to share more like about on the whole issue, and she said liposuction and Brazilian butt is by far very different from implant. The key difference is that in liposuction and BBL, you are transferring your natural fat from your stomach back etc to the desired area of your uterus. But in butt implant, you are getting an artificial silicone to achieve that. Get educated and stop embarrassing yourself. Well, that's absolutely true. If you want a really nice natural body, just get the fat for somewhere and transfer it there. Or if you do not have fat, you can get silicone, that big balloon something, put it somewhere. But if you dey want out, I can just chook needle. Oh, you just you just deflate. You understand? Well, guys, that should be all, and that should be all, guys. There's nothing, absolutely nothing here to talk about again, and it costs nothing for Davido not to respond to anything. No matter they talk about Chioma marriage, just keep quiet. Just dey look them. I bet you go pain them, pay them, pay them, pay them, pay them, pain. But keep talking though. It actually fuel our own popularity and all the rest. Bye, guys, and